Hi, I'm Jay from Real Street Performance. Today we're going to look at the K-tuned throttle body. This is a basic replacement if you're using a Ford style throttle body, except this one has some pretty neat features that are worth talking about. It's got an O-ring here on the flange. The flange is a 1/2 inch thick and it's got an O-ring embedded in it, so you're not going to be hunting for a gasket or having a gasket leak. It's got a Ford style idle control valve flange. So if the size of the throttle body is not leaking enough air past it to get the idle speed that you'd like, you can just use a Ford style idle control motor, which will be a PWM driven. So it's only using one output on your ECU. And you could either mount it on the throttle body or mount it remotely depending on your application. Uses a Ford style TPS, which is an easy, inexpensive sensor to get a hold of. So you're not chasing down some expensive OE sensor. You can buy them, they're supported well through the aftermarket. The throttle linkage or cable setup is of like a low care or a Honda style, to where, you know, bolting a throttle cable on here is a pretty straightforward deal. But what really separates it from the rest is your ability to decide what you want to do for the front coupling. So this is just a standard 4-inch silicone coupler would go on this. It supports both a 3.5 and 4-inch Van Jan style couplers. If you're using that style coupler, they're available through Vibrant. They work really well. I have them on my car. It's like the last setup I'm ever gonna need because they just won't ever blow off. Or if you're using a conventional V-band in either 3.5 or 4-inch, if you're still using a traditional V-band, it supports that also. So you would just unbolt the coupler housing from the front of the throttle body and replace it with whichever variant you're using on your particular application. The throttle shaft is actually sealed very well also. We talked about that before. We have it on one of the cars here at the shop, and from the looks of things, we'll be using this throttle body a lot more moving forward, because for the price point and for the features it has, it's a really nice piece. It's worth noting that the idle control motor port is basically blocked off from them, so you don't have to go searching for a cover if you're not going to use the idle control motor feature. And that's about it. It's got a nice return spring, so you're not going to use a secondary return spring on it unless your sanctioning body mandates it, but it works well. You know, we could close this thing at 47 or 48 pounds of boost and it just snaps shut the way it's supposed to. So it's a nice piece. You guys should be excited about it. Thanks.